Here, right, Anna?
No, this is my third time.
We're so happy to have you back.
Thank you.
Talk about what you've been doing and how you've been getting ready, because you've been running a lot.
I have. Yeah, it took a long time after the Olympics to get healthy. Really got to take my time since I didn't get to do that last year after surgery. So finally got pain-free, which I'm really excited about, but definitely ended up starting training a little bit later. But super excited to be pain-free and using the season to progress forward. So looking to work on my long jump and hurdles here and hope for some progress.
How are your preparations different for competing in two events?
It's really the same because for me that's like a normal practice. I usually train 3 events a day, so 2 is nothing too crazy. Yeah, honestly it makes it easier because then I didn't have to train whatever events I'm doing this weekend. I didn't have to train so hard at home, so nothing too different about doing multiple.
What's your favorite event?
My favorite event's high jump. That's my baby. I started that when I was the youngest, and it's like the most frustrating event when it's going wrong, but when it's going right, there's like nothing like it.
And do you imagine yourself potentially next year jumping into an off event like the 4 hurdles or something, since there's no worlds or something like that?
Oh Lord.
I mean, you just did it at Grand Slam, so
yeah,
or something else.
I definitely like to dabble, and I hope to do more of that. I think the healthier I am and stronger form I am in my heptathlon events, the more my coaches will allow me to do that. So I hope so, and I think next year, with World Ultimate Championships, there's no heptathlon in it, which is a little bit rude. But since there's not, maybe I'll try to qualify in something else. Maybe take a year to work on 400 hurdles, maybe 800. Definitely gonna high jump. I love high jump. I have to do that, so it'll be fun.
I wonder, like you said, World Ultimate Championships, there's no multis, and then everything else between Grand Slam and all these other things, right? Athlos, there's no multis. You do get to dabble in individual events, but I wonder if you would like to see something specifically for multis. Of course, you have Galties, but
love that.
Yeah,
I feel like we get a little bit left out sometimes, maybe more than other groups, but I think I've seen a few of the Diamond Leagues that have had Olympic champions in the multi-events. They've done triathlons, the Paris Diamond League with Kevin Mayer, so I'd love to see more of that, and I would happily jump in, and I think it'd be great for all combined eventers because I don't know how I ended up being able to run the 400 hurdles, but I was blessed with that ability, so not all combined eventers are able to jump into other things or want to jump into the 400 hurdles, so it would be great for us to have opportunities too.
Can you talk about the impact of the Grand Slam and Athlos and the influx of the financial resources?
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Yeah, it's been hugely impactful, and that's where I think even though it is a little upsetting that combined events get left out, I think any investment into the sport is great for track and field, so I'm really excited to see it, and that's why I try to take part in as many of them as I can and be as competitive as I can in the open events because I don't want to get left out of any of the big meetings. But it's super exciting to see that people are starting to pour money into the sport. Athletes are kind of starting to get what they deserve, and I just hope as that's successful, fingers crossed, that it'll start to trickle over maybe into other events.
Is there a talk around athletes, and it's a small community, everyone knows everyone? What's the chatter, so to speak?
I mean, the chatter is people want lanes at Grand Slam, people want to go run, and I think people are kind of buzzing. I think at first nobody knew what it was going to look like, so they're kind of like, what is this? And now people are kind of starting to see the format and deciding if they want to partake or not, and hopefully more big names will partake in all of the meets. I think the more we get the bigger names racing consistently and at as many different leagues as they can, just the better it is for the sport overall.
Yeah, for